Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Monday, August the 31st, 2015, the last day of August. Brought to you today by the First Bake, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
The Reverend Bobby Burris, 84, of Muleshoe, died Sunday afternoon after a very lengthy illness at his home here in Muleshoe. Funeral services for the Reverend Bobby Burris will be at 11 Thursday at the Assembly of God Church, where he worshiped faithfully so many, many years. Burial will be in the Bailey County Cemetery under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. He was the father of Arvis Burris at WTG Fuels Incorporated here in Muleshoe. Survivors are his wife, Arva D, of the home here. Also 4 children, Arvis Burris of Muleshoe. Then there are also children, Randy, Paula, and Verl. He was an Assembly of God pastor, and I believe his last pastorate was over at the Assembly of God Church in Texaco. Please remember Arva D and all of the family of Bobby Burris. Repeating, he died Sunday afternoon after a lengthy illness at his home here in Muleshoe at the age of 84, and the funeral will be Thursday morning at 11 in the First Assembly of God Church of Muleshoe, with burial at Bailey County Cemetery under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. You can go to www.elliesfuneralhomes.com for the funeral arrangements, and also to read the obituary in complete form and send your sympathy messages to the Burris family. Jana Finke, 46, of Spring, Texas, daughter of James and Diane Brown of Muleshoe, died Monday morning early at 3 o'clock of breast cancer. Funeral services will be held in the Houston area as well as here in Muleshoe. She was a Muleshoe High School graduate, was reared here, and attended Muleshoe schools all of her 13 years as Janet Brown. She was born March the 15th, 1969, to James and Diane Wilson Brown. Her grandparents all lived here in this area, Mr. Miss D. Brown and Mr. Miss Bay Wilson. Jana graduated from Texas Tech as an English major and married Scott Finke July the 8th, 2000. She is survived by her husband, Scott, also 2 young children, her parents, and 2 sisters, Courtney and Debbie. Her uncle, who lives here in Muleshoe, is Stanley Wilson, and an aunt is Marilyn Wilson Nichols, also of Muleshoe. Jana Brown Finke had been a gifted and talented specialist in the Klein ISD, and also had taught in the Spring school system as well. She always had a fighting spirit and a beautiful smile through her many years of fighting breast cancer. Please remember all of the family of Jana Brown Finke, 46, of Spring, who died on Monday morning of about 3 o'clock. Martha Ann Markham, 84, of Sudan's funeral services are held at 2 Monday at the First Baptist Church in Sudan, with the Reverend Robert Welker, pastor, officiating. Burial will be in the Sudan Cemetery under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Sudan. She died August the 27th in Littlefield. She was born April the 24th, 1931 in Big Spring to George W. and Verla Corrine Puckett Cranford. She married Bobby Jack Markham in Sudan on February 4th, 1951. Martha Ann Markham moved to Sudan from Brownfield in 1948. She was a member of the 1950 Study Club, the Ruth Sunday School class, the Painters Art Club, and Epsilon Sigma Alpha sorority. She taught art classes for several years and was the owner of Widget's Red Trunk. She worked at the Lamb County Tax Assessor Collector's Office for 14 years and also was a member of the First Baptist Church in Sudan, where her funeral services were held on Monday afternoon. Martha Ann Markham was preceded to death by her parents and a sister, Juanita Gracie. Survivors are her husband, Bobby Jack Markham, of the home in Sudan, her son, Bobby Lee Markham, and his wife, Gail, of Esteline, South Dakota, her daughter, Genia Renee Markham of Salem, Oregon, and 2 nieces. You can go online to send your sympathy messages to the Markham family at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. I knew Martha Ann Markham to be a very talented artist, and 33 years ago she took our son Grayson's birth announcement and made it into a plaque that we still have hanging here in our home today. Also, Kinsey Green noted that she had always, along with her husband, had a booth at every one of her events here in the area, and that she will be very, very missed. Please remember in your prayers all of the Markham family, and repeating, she died on August the 27th in Littlefield at the age of 84, and the funeral services were held Monday afternoon at 2 in the First Baptist Church of Sudan, where she was a member with her pastor, the Reverend Robert Welker, officiating, and burial was in the Sudan Cemetery under the direction of Ellis Funeral Home of Muleshoe. Well, the Muleshoe Mules, the mighty Muleshoe Mules, dominated the entire game and the inaugural game in the new Lobo Stadium at Levelland Friday night, beating the Levelland Lobos 43-15, and we are so proud of the Mules. Be sure and enjoy every second of our broadcast here of the entire game on Channel 6 on Reach Broadband, and also our highlights of the big victory for the Muleshoe Mules, opening our 2015 season online on muleshoetv.com, our Twitter, and our Facebook /Gil Lamb. And we think, and I bet you do too, that Jim Daniel and Quentin Poe did a mighty job, just as the Mules did, taking over the microphone from Bob Graves. It was all courtesy of Terry Burton Service Center, K&K Pharmacy, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Muleshoe ISD, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Mohawk Auto Parts, Hereford Feed Ingredients, Muleshoe State Bank, Shipman Body Shop and Autoplex, Barrett Potato Farms, Wilson Drilling, McDonald's in Muleshoe 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunication, WTG Fuels Incorporated, Farmers Insurance Group and Julie DeBruin, Lee Al's Tortilla Factory, and Mark Martin at State Farm Insurance Agency. This is the reason we were able to film the Friday night Mules game. And here are more game scores from this weekend.
Amherst over the weekend beat New Home to start their 2015 season 34-28. Spring Lake Earth and Morton, they got rained out Friday night, so Saturday afternoon they played down in Morton, and Spring Lake Earth dominated Morton 35-0. Bovina beat Plains 59-0. Dimmitt lost to New Deal 62-12. Rawls fell to Sudan, the Hornets 44-28. Denver City beat Pecos 33-26. Whit Harrell lost to Santa Ana 14-61. Littlefield fell to Snyder 35-44 to start their season off. Silverton beat Lasbuddy 28-0. Friona over Olton 20-14. Farwell fell to Panhandle 7-27. Hart defeated Crest 24-18. And Nazareth defeated Highland 44-38. And as Mom mentioned, the Mules start off the 2015 season in a great way, beating Leveland over in their new Lobo Stadium 43-15. Of course, you can see the highlight video on the front page of our website now, muleshoetv.com. Over the weekend, that highlight video has over 720 views online. And, of course, rotating here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, see the entire football game from Friday night with Jim Daniel and Quentin Poe.
And don't forget that there are 2 apartments for rent here in Muleshoe at Leal's Apartments. And they are 2 bedrooms with 1 bath and rent for $535 a month. And there is a $300 security deposit also. Contact Debbie Leal by calling 806-206-6375, or you can email her at debbie@myleals.com. That's for rent. 2 apartments at the Leal's Apartments here in Muleshoe. They are both 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartments, and they rent for $535 a month with a $300 security deposit. Call Debbie Leal at 806-206-6375 or email her at debbie@myleals.com. We'll be back with more Muletrain in one moment.
Show your school spirit with the First Bank MasterCard debit card. The School Spirit editions available for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, and Bovina Mustangs now at the First Bank right here in Muleshoe, 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515. Check them out online, fbmuleshoe.com. The School Spirit MasterCard debit card, where you can earn cash for your school every time you swipe your card. Again, available for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs now at the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515. The First Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. And this edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Do you have family in town? Well, if you do, come to Leal's, where families come together. Leal's is a family business that started in Muleshoe. They are located at 1010 West American Boulevard and serve the best of Mexican food and other treats. See you at Leal's. That's where my family goes when we are in town.
Don't forget about the big sale on paint going on at Frying Cox right here in Muleshoe, 401 South First Street. Select, Easy Care, and Weather All paints marked down 50% off now. All sales are final. All their dog food at Frying Cox has been marked down half off while supplies last, and a selection of their pet supplies, excluding buckets, now 50% off. It's dog treats, collars, toys, and more. They have a 50% off clearance table as well at Frying Cox here in Muleshoe, 401 South First Street, where all these great deals going on. And don't forget, fall is right around the corner, and they're getting ready for it at Frying Cox here in Muleshoe.
During the 7th inning stretch at the Rangers baseball game in Arlington Sunday, Brent Kern of McKinney sang "God Bless America." His wife is the former Corey Savuto, a 1992 graduate of Muleshoe High School and the daughter of Bill and Jerry Savuto, formerly of Muleshoe. And also, great news from Bill and Jerry Savuto. They both are doing exceptionally well. Bill is already out running again, and Jerry has a clean bill of health. And so we are very grateful to report that, but continue to remember them on your prayer lists. Also, little Reed Markle remains in our thoughts and prayers, and his entire family. He is the young son of Mr. and Ms. Ryan Markle of Muleshoe, and he has a very aggressive type of cancer. Phil Kent asked that we announce that there is a Reed Markle Fund that has been established at the First Bank here in Muleshoe, and you can leave your contributions at the First Bank now for the Reed Markle Fund. Royce Turner came home Saturday from Heart Hospital, and his daughter Jill tells us that he is feeling much better. We're so glad to report, but remember always in your prayers, Royce and Sandy Turner in your prayers. And Royce Turner is home from the Heart Hospital in Lubbock. It's time now for 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, to bring you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. The high in Muleshoe on Sunday was a cool, pleasant fall, 88 degrees. The low was 52. And to start this week, well, on the 31st of August, we ended at 7 o'clock with 61 degrees officially at that time. And now a message from our sponsor.
5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, located right here in Muleshoe, 302 Uvalde Street, 806-272-5533, where they offer phone and internet here in Muleshoe at 5 Area Telephone. Check them out online, www.5area.com. More services coming at 5 Area in the very near future. Sunny and warm to start the week today on Monday with slightly breezy conditions, south to southwest surface winds. Thunderstorms are likely to remain to the west of the Muleshoe area. Sunny today with a high near 92 degrees, south winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 62. Sunny with a high near 91 on Tuesday, south winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Tuesday night, low around 60. Mostly sunny on Wednesday, high near 92 degrees. Partly cloudy Wednesday evening, low around 62. Thursday, mostly sunny, high near 91 degrees. Partly cloudy Thursday night, low around 61. Then Friday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high near 90 degrees. Mostly cloudy Friday evening with a low around 61. Then the weekend will have a slight chance of thunderstorms on Saturday and Sunday. So it sounds like a broken record for the weekday here this week in the Muleshoe area. Highs in the low 90s, lows in the lower 60s all week long. Then Friday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
We want to say a big Channel 6 congratulations to Miss Kenneth Henry on their 60th wedding anniversary this month. Kenneth Henry and Darlene Black married on August the 28th, 60 years ago. Congratulations to you both. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned. Kids First will meet for the first time this school year Tuesday after school at 3:30 for the young children at the First Baptist Church Activity Center in downtown Muleshoe on Avenue B. Don't forget the shoe drive is still going on, and you can leave your gently used shoes and brand new shoes now at the Calvary Baptist Church, Williams General Store, Evolve, 16th and Avenue D, Church of Christ, First Baptist Church, First United Methodist Church, or the Cowboy Fellowship. If you don't have shoes to donate for the children's shoe drive here in Muleshoe for back to school days, you can send your monetary contributions to Calvary Baptist Church, Post Office Box 378, Muleshoe 79347. At the First United Methodist Church, every Monday night, they have Life Tree Cafe for the entire community and area. And on this Monday night, they are having the emphasis on blowing the whistle on abuse, and a story of one courageous teenage girl will be told. In our bargain basement, we have need to buy a recliner. They would like to have one that is leather or naugahyde, but they will certainly consider buying one that is covered in material. Call Dorothy Lee. She's a patient in the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, room 121. The telephone number at the hospital is 806-272-4524. That's need to buy a recliner. They would prefer leather or naugahyde, but a material would be fine. Call Dorothy Lee at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 272-4524 in Muleshoe, and she is in room 121. Need to hire at the Parkview Nursing Care Center nurses full-time and also full-time CNAs. Apply at the Parkview Nursing Care Center in Muleshoe, 1100 West Avenue J, or call 806-272-7578. Want to do yard work, odd jobs, and window cleaning? Call in Muleshoe Leslie Brinkley, 806-231-3962. You can still buy your reserve seat tickets for the 2015 Muleshoe Mules football season at $35 for 5 home games starting on Monday for the entire public at the Muleshoe School Administration Office, 514 West Avenue G. They're open 7:30 to 4:30 weekdays. And after the season starts, which will be in another week, they can be purchased in the reserve seat section on game day at $8 per game per ticket. And that's at the administration also, at the office of the Muleshoe Schools, that is. Call Dana Rasco at 806-272-7400 for more information. The Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous and the Al-Anon family groups both meet every Monday and Friday night at 7 at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe. Please use the extreme south door to enter. On your prayer list, please remember the family of Julie Coleman. She has several small children that she left, and she died recently of cancer. Remember Buck and Carolyn Johnson. And also, we talked with Barry Coward on Friday night, and he tells us his wife, Joellen, is doing very well. So that is a prayer of thanksgiving. And another prayer of thanksgiving for T.J. Beckerink and Austin Ashley. These two young men were involved in a 2-vehicle pickup wreck on Saturday night, and their pickups were both demolished, but T.J. Beckerink only had a hand injury, and Austin Ashley was dismissed from the hospital after only 4 staples had to be used to treat his injury. So that is certainly a prayer of thanksgiving for both TJ Beckering and Austin Ashley. And also remember all of the family of Lester Flanagan in your prayers, and Allison Parker and Adam Ward. Remember also Robert Schaefer and Jody Barrett, who is recuperating from surgery. Also remember Bernie Brown and Alan Jones, both brothers-in-law of Iva Noble and Iva's mother, Ollie Mae Clausen, who all are in our prayers. Myrna Scott, Jacob Shelton, the grandson of Miss J. Messenger, Larry Thornton, Georgia Pena, Jenny McVicker, Margaret Adams, Anita Mitchell, and Marjorie Precure, both in Irving. And also on your prayer list, Carlene Stroud and John Harris, Cassie Crandall, and we have 2 young women, Angel Hunt and Allie Terrio, who both are recuperating from successful surgery. Allie is, of course, the daughter of Miss J.D. Cage of Muleshoe.
Williams General Store, 1405 West American Boulevard, right here in Muleshoe, where they have winter women's and men's Sanuk sandals available now, just in from market. All athletic shoes are marked down to go out the door at Williams General Store. And don't forget, they're a drop-off location for the Calvary Baptist Shoe Drive. They have selected shoes marked down perfect for this shoe drive, and a drop-off bin there at Williams. Muleshoe, Texas shirts and hats. They also have the new Southern Gray shirts in for women and little girls. They say things like sweeter than sweet tea, faith, believe, faith above everything. The Southern Gray shirts available now at Williams General Store. Hillary Tips wedding shower selections available. Also, Metal Art. Get you ready for the Muleshoe Mules football season. They have a lighted Muleshoe Mule with a remote control in this Metal Art, and also Star and many others. Big Bass Fish Boots by Los Tres Vaqueros. Don't forget, if they don't have what you want, they can do a special order for you. Chocolate Reverse Quill by Tony Lama. Nakona Boots, Smooth Ostrich. Also Nakona Tech and UT boots available, and they can also get Baylor, TCU, Rice, SMU, along with others available now at Williams General Store, 1405 West American Boulevard. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/Williams General Store. Granddaddy's Authentic Barbecue and More now features their new menu items every day on the menu: fried chicken, steak fingers, and chicken strips. Except for Monday, they have a burger-only menu. Build your own burger with several choices of buns, cheeses, burger, or chicken breasts, along with the trimmings. On Tuesday, the special is $2.50 pulled pork sandwiches at Granddaddy's. Thursday, smoked chicken fried steak, only $10.99. And on Friday, all you can eat fish and chips, $10.99 at Granddaddy's, 1529 West American Boulevard, right here in Muleshoe. Craig Black invites you to come out in their new hours, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. and 5:30 until 8:30 p.m. at Granddaddy's. Call for a takeout plate, 806-272-4482. Authentic Barbecue and More. Granddaddy's, right here in Muleshoe, 1529 West American Boulevard. The Swing Bed program is now available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call for more information about the Swing Bed program today. 806-272-4524. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center is located at 708 South 1st Street.
Muletrain!
And it's time now to go on this edition of the Muletrain News on this Monday, August the 31st, 2015. Brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Find our latest Muletrain News program rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6. Find our last several months free of charge, on demand, anytime you want to listen to them, under the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page, muleshoetv.com.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear from the Cowboy Hypnotist in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6. MuleshoeTV.com as well, by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the sounds of Texas. Make sure to check them out online, BCECOOP.com, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association.
Don Warren of Weatherford has picked an unusual form of entertainment. He calls volunteers on stage and hypnotizes them.
I like to have about 5 or 6. I really like to have about 3 women and 3 men.
He's just been doing it a couple of years. He was hooked when he saw a hypnotist in Las Vegas.
It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I laughed till I just lost air and I thought I was going to pass out. It really piqued my interest that this guy got these people on stage to do these wild and crazy things. When I got home, I started reading stuff about it. I started looking up stuff on the internet. I started watching YouTube videos.
He went to a 5-day seminar on how to become a stage show hypnotist. After it, he called his wife.
And I said, this is who I am. This is what I'm intended to do. This is me. This is what I want to do.
Don's background has nothing to do with hypnosis.
I graduated high school at Permian High School in Odessa in 1977. I went to work for Phillips Petroleum Company in 1980, and I'm still with them. So I've been with them 35, going on 36 years. And I'm fixing to retire. I started the hypnosis stuff in 2012, just snowballing.
You're a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. I'm a cowboy. Western style my whole life. Me and my wife have 5 horses at home, and we ride and we go help people work on ranches and stuff like that, do cow work.
His first show where he charged people was in February of last year. Before then, he tried out his skills on a gathering of family and friends.
I was scared to death because you don't know if you can actually hypnotize somebody, right? You have to find out whether you can do that. I probably had about 75 people there, and I got about 30 people on stage, and I got about 3 of those people into hypnosis and did a hypnosis show with them. And it was absolutely hilarious.
These days, with nearly 40 performances behind him, he gets about 60% of his volunteers to be hypnotized.
Once I get them on the stage, half of my job's done.
Don Warren of Weatherford. He retires from Phillips in a couple of years and plans to do hypnosis on stage full time. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located in his office right here in Muleshoe, 104 West 2nd Street, member SIPC. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rempe. They can assist you with any of your financial needs, no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Monday, August the 31st, 2015 at 11:45 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stock prices are retreating with concerns about global growth, and after Fed comments from Federal Reserve Vice Chairman Stanley Fischer appeared to keep the door open for a rate hike in September. In economic news, economic activity in the Milwaukee and Chicago areas came in lower than expected in August. Investors now look forward to additional economic data, including the monthly jobs report due out on Friday. U.S. bond prices are gaining with weakness in equities. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is consumer discretionary, while the worst performing sector is utilities. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 40 points to 16,602. The S&P 500 index is down 6 to 1,982, and the NASDAQ Composite Index is down 10 to 4,818. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate, with 388 million shares traded. Advancers and decliners are evenly matched on the day. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $2 to $1,131. The spot price of silver is down 8 cents to $14.53, and crude oil prices are down 82 cents to $44.40. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.90%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 2.16%. In stocks of local interest, Apple is up $1 to $114.29. ConocoPhillips is up $1.85 to $48.68. Johnson & Johnson is down 52 cents to 94.65. AT&T is down 2 cents to 33.27. Pfizer is down 36 cents to 32.30. Xcel Energy is down 54 cents to 33.41. Walmart is down 2 cents to 64.62. Procter & Gamble is down 54 cents to 70.67. Walt Disney is down 17 cents to 102.31. And Kinder Morgan is up 5 cents to 32.68. This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Millshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.